G'day subscribers. Today we're going to talk about what you got when you bought your FJ Holden. You're with Jules Knight on Jive Talking Garage. So, I just wanted to talk about the little glove box folder that we all seem to get, amass, collect, have. Now, little plastic folder allows you to keep all your goodies in, all the stuff that's pertinent to your car. It's been around since the start of the Holden. I know with my dad, it was really good for me to sit in his car every 2 years when he got a new Valiant and to read up on the car and to establish what was new in this from the owner's manual. And then I could show my dad that there wasn't a dipper switch on the floor anymore. It was up on the blinkers, and to turn the high beam on and off, you just pulled the blinker stalk towards you. And I'd get the salesman didn't show me that. So all of those types of things. So look, the 48215, it had an owner's manual as well, but because I center on FJs, let's talk about FJs. So opening it up in this particular one, you will get an owner's manual. Now you can get reproduction ones of these now, or if you're lucky enough to get an original one, or you have an original one, that's great. But it's just a little booklet that tells you a lot of things. Like the index goes from your keys, or the headings are general information, driving car when new, so that's as far as the running in details are. The specification and registration data, controls and instruments, general lubrication, care and maintenance, and manufacturer's warranty. So that's all the topics that are covered in there, and then you've got all that other general information in here at all. So there's even a lubrication chart very similar to what you see in the owner's manual. So really good little book. Gives you a lot of handy little tips and tricks and hints and whatever else. Sorry, Louie's getting a bit startled there, but you'd get that. So I really like that. Now, the other thing that came was a very colourless booklet called Good Housekeeping. And in latter years, they sort of upgraded this a little bit by adding some colour to the front and making it trying to make it a little bit more of a modern document. But yeah, look, that's really what it is. There's only 24 pages to it, so it's probably A6 in size. Mine's not in good condition on the outside. I've actually taken it to it with an eraser when I was in hospital for one night getting some tests done, and I thought, well, I've got me nothing to do and I can't watch TV, so I'll just try and get an eraser on that. So that's sort of what I did there. So you would get that. You would also get a little broom. You'd get your jack, and you'd get your tool pouch, but we've talked about those. Now, if you got accessories on your car, you would get from the dealer, like this is the Wybrock accessory. Now, Wybrock made accessories for NASCO because NASCO didn't make accessories, it specified them, and then just sent them out to manufacturers and suppliers for them to supply them. So this is called a swing tag for no particular reason other than the fact that it's a tag and it swings. So in this case, this is for a mirror, and if you open it up, then it's got some other details on the mirrors as well that were available, and also the little things from when you went to the diner or the drive-in that you could actually hook up to your window and put your drink in, get your hamburger delivered there and whatever, and oh yeah, pretty nice. So I like that. Now, if you bought a radio, you'd get an Air Chief booklet. So with FJ, there were three types of radios around the time for a 48 model and an FJ. There was a universal type that could go in pretty much anything that was General Motors, Buick, Oldsmobile, Chevrolet, whatever was the case, and car and truck for that matter. And it's just, it's a standard radio about that big with rounded edges. It doesn't even look flash. There's nothing nice as far as the style is concerned to it. However, then for the 48 or the FJ, you could get a Air Chief 5 or an Air Chief 6. And the reason they were 5 or 6 is because, from what I understand, that's how many valves were in there. So more valves, more power. So if you're a country traveller or, a service, it was a service vehicle, well, it may get an Air Chief 6. But, gee whiz, I can remember from the things that I was looking up in the 80s, when FJs and FXs came out, radios were really expensive. They were something like £80, which to buy a car was £860 for an FX, a 48 model. So as a consequence, in 1948 dollars, we're talking about 10% of the value of a car. So in these days, like for instance, if you're looking at spending $40,000 for a car, would you pay $4,000 for a radio? That's just a radio, nothing other than that, just a radio. That's an awful lot of money. But anyway, the radio doesn't tell you much other than a little bit about the set and about maintenance, who to take things to for service, for all of the states. That's all it really is. And also a warranty on the back. So there's nothing really to it at all. In Queensland, it's EII services in Leichhardt Street in Spring Hill. Well, that's definitely still there, but anyways. So, mine's a little different from most folks because I'm shoving things in there that I don't want to lose and keep for a rainy day. But you would also get a swinger for your choke. That was a choke swinger, and it tells you, it's really just a note, it's nothing about the choke. It says some of the chrome plated parts on this car have a clean enamel protective finish. Important notice: the use of abrasives for cleaning or polishing may destroy or damage this protective finish. Wash only with cold water. Do not use hot water, steam, strong soaps or strong detergent. Refer to the instructions in the owner's manual. So using this to refer to that. On the care of new type chrome. Dealer, do not remove this tag. That sounds pretty important. So that was the swinger tag that was on the choke. Now, this is the I've got a mechanic's guide for time, but anyway, I'm not going to talk about that today. Now, this is the one that goes on the light switch. So it tells you the important run-in information. It's got the recommended run-in schedule. Do not operate the windscreen wipers blades by hand. Engine oil must be changed after 300. Well, that's exactly what I think we changed my oil after 200, but anyway, for Project Julius. But that's okay there. And in here we've got the free service, the regular maintenance, the information about any defect material or workmanship, what to do there. So that sounds pretty good. The warranty's for 90 days. 90 days. That's your warranty. And it's telling you, be sure to read the following important items in your owner's manual: care and maintenance, lighting control, starter control, rear axle lubrication, gearbox lubrication, tyre pressures, and ask your dealer for your owner manual. So they're making sure you got everything. So yeah, but then, as time went on and things got a bit more sophisticated, you'd get things like, that's the water slide, so it's back to front for NASCO power brakes, which you actually could retrofit the NASCO brake booster, which was PBR, to your 48 NFJ Holdens, even though they weren't available to them at the time of manufacture. Later on, when they were introduced, Holden said, oh, and this is the part number for FJ. So you could actually, they were sanctioning their use. As what happened with some products that weren't available at the time of manufacture, but the manufacturer has said it's okay to use them. So, quick episode today. What is in your pouch, in your glove box for your owner's manual, your good housekeeping, your book for your Air Chief radio, and your other swinger tags? But come and see us on Facebook at Jive Talking Garage. See the contributions that are made from all over the world from our members. We got a pretty good bunch, so I'm really happy with the way things are going there. But in the meantime, plenty happened today. Hope you got some information out of it. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. But more importantly, enjoy your Holden.